Hey there, it's Lokijunda coming back to Ground Zero. We're going to cover all locations for the Zodiac coins and get the Zodiac Collector Achievement Trophy, depending on what you're playing on. This also unlocks the most interesting unlock in my opinion, and we'll talk about that a little bit more once we get there. To start, we are going to want to take the beach route for our first coin.
I'll take the beach. I want to get to the town as quickly as possible.
Now, after our first encounter with the two dogs and pushing the crate, we will continue up right over here where we have this crashed van. Just underneath, we have our first coin, the goat. After getting the lion key from the arcade, we're going to come through the arcade entrance, head south to this locked door, where we will use the lion key. Once through here, instead of turning that way for the sewer, we're going to head over here, and then right on the back of this white car, find the second Zodiac coin, horse. Chapter 3, we need to take the hospital route.
Let's try the hospital. I think there could be some useful supplies to pick up along the way.
In the hospital, after defeating the boss, coming through that door, if you run straight down this way towards these items, you'll notice that it is electrified. So what we're going to have to do is go around and switch the power from the first floor to really any other floor. So if we come out this way and go around the front, we can go ahead and unlock this door. Run back through the front of the hospital, and we're going to go down the stairs to the generator and switch it. I'm just going to switch it to the second floor. It doesn't matter at this point. The important thing is just to get it off the first floor. Now we run back out front of the hospital and around the side again. Alright, now that we're here with the power switched off, we can run by. And amidst these items here, we'll find the monkey coin. At the start of chapter 4, we'll just continue running through that, and the first door we go through, there will be this door here. If you go and interact with it, it says that the doorknob is missing. So when we come through this first spot here, we'll go into the first building. And we'll come over to the left side here. Push that until we hear a click. Push that till it stops, and it will unlock that other door. Then we run back across, come into this room, and to our left, Chapter 4 Zodiac coin, the pig. In Chapter 5 with Evan, after rappelling down the side of the building,
fucking hell! Let's not do that again!
we'll continue along the path
Cross over the boat to dry land from here.
Holy moly!
until we get to the cutscene in the warehouse.
Looks like an oil tanker spilled and ignited. Nothing we need to worry about.
Let's take 5. Ride out the rest of the storm in here, okay? Is something in here
And
with
after
us?
the scene where they discuss the existence of ghosts,
It was just the wind blowing in.
You never know, Sally.
What else would it be? A ghost?
after the cut scene, we just come right over here. We'll find the dog coin. Alright, in Chapter 6, Busan University, after you've gotten the key for the courtyard from clearing out the gases from upstairs here, get right to the door. Alright, in the courtyard, where we have this confrontation with the T-Rex, right behind where he spawns. Right over here. And there's Zodiac coin of the snake. In Chapter 7, as Evan, once you have the Situation Room key, in here on this table you'll find the fuse unit. We're going to grab that. Make sure you don't go over there and interact with the VCR, or it will end the chapter. But with the fuse, we're going to head back to the pump room. Then we got to go back upstairs and hit the pump activation again. Now these puzzles are pretty straightforward. You just highlight, I just follow the path and only look at the next one in the chain. And then you can, as you connect those, it just kind of does work itself out. If it doesn't, then you just have to find the one unconnected bit part. It looks more complicated than it is. And now that's drained, we're going to go back to the tunnel that filled with water earlier. We continue running down here. Now we can just run straight back to the end. From here we'll have some items, as well as our Ox Zodiac coin. In Chapter 8, once we make it towards the storage cars, where we have to use the ramp to cross this section here. The second of the storage cars. We continue forward. As we get towards the end, if we walk towards the camera, come around this back section here. That's right there. We will find our rat Zodiac coin. In Chapter 9, once you have the key to the movie studio, enter and head west. Over here, you'll notice this set you can't get to, but if you walk right here, we can squeeze through. And back here, you will find the Tiger Zodiac coin. The first step in the zoo, once you've gotten to the aviary, right here at the tram, our goal is to get to this side here. So the first thing we need to do, of course, is move the tram. And right here on this, we find our Rooster coin. In Chapter 11, as Evan, once we get to the temperature controls, we'll set the warehouse cold. This is part of what you have to do to progress through the area. As it's cold, all the trip mines are deactivated. Now, you don't have to push this first, but by all means you can. But just past this, follow the fence down here, little alcove. We'll find the Dragon Zodiac coin. In Chapter 12, where we're in the root tunnels to place the TNT, I set up this air pocket here. You don't have to do that. We place the TNT right here, so we're going to go up there. And before we place the TNT, just going to head over this way. And right here, we find our final coin, the rabbit. So we're free to place our TNT. And get the heck on out of here. And if you followed this guide on any New Game Plus, you will have access now to the Mind Possessor. Now this is absolutely it has to be my favorite of the unlockable weapons, just because it blew my mind that you actually control the enemies with their own attacks. And it's just, I mean, maybe doesn't work flawlessly. And then you can, of course, hold down the interact button to explode them. It's just so much fun to me that you can do this. This just feels like a whole level beyond anything that should have been done. But it really is so much fun. I don't believe it works on bosses, sadly. But for each enemy, I mean, you get their different attacks. Okay, that one. I want more. Probably should have gone the zoo route to test this. But here, we're just gonna play around for a minute just with the kind of things that we got in the mall here. Alright, so now... Alright, so we can run. We got that attack and our leap. I don't know if you can actually get like all of the attacks. But this is just cool enough for me that I absolutely love it. So yeah, you get all the Zodiac coins, you unlock the Mind Possessor. Have fun possessing your demons. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, farewell.